For 4,500 years, they have stood defiant against the sands of time. A monumental look closely at the blocks, each one weighing as much as 3 elephants, stacked with impossible precision.
They had no wheels, no iron, no modern machinery. Yet, they moved 2.3 million of these blocks perfectly.
The mystery is not just how they built them, but what technology allowed them to achieve such flawless engineering.
This structure, taller than any building on Earth for nearly 4 millennia, is a riddle written in stone.
The official story tells us of ramps and brute force, but the real, hidden truth. Consider this. The Great Pyramid is aligned to true north with an error of less than 5/100th of a degree. A coincidence? Or a deliberate act, connecting the structure not to the Earth? Archaeological evidence has given us clues, revealing the camps, the food, and the workers who toiled here. But still, the most fundamental question remains unanswered. How did they lift a mountain of stone with nothing but muscle and rope?
The most accepted theory is the massive straight ramp. But for the Great Pyramid, this ramp would have been larger than the pyramid itself. The required slope, the friction, the sheer number of men needed to pull each 2.5-ton block. It defies practical logic. Yet, in 2018, archaeologists found compelling evidence: an elaborate ramp system at an alabaster quarry.
This discovery sparked a radical idea: the internal ramp. A spiraling.
This system would solve the problem of space, but it introduces an even greater logistical nightmare, turning those enormous blocks in tight corners.
Ancient ingenuity suggests complex pivoting mechanisms, using levers and counterweights to maneuver the blocks around each corner. Regardless of the ramp, the fit is astonishing. The joints are so precise, a razor blade cannot be inserted between the blocks. Even the gypsum plaster they used wasn't for binding. It may have served as a temporary lubricant to slide the blocks into their flawless final position. The pyramid we see today is stripped bare. Originally, it was encased in polished white. This massive engineering feat required more than just labor. It required meticulous planning,
The materials traveled hundreds of miles. The dense granite for the internal chambers came all the way from Aswan.
They harnessed the power of the Nile, floating the colossal stones on barges during the annual inundation when water levels were highest. Recent discoveries of an ancient harbor basin confirm that the stones were delivered right to the doorstep of the construction site.
A simple trick, lost to time, wetting the sand in front of the sleds. This one innovation reduced the required manpower by half.
The records show teamwork was key. Highly organized crews working in unison, motivated by loyalty, not slavery.
This was not merely a construction site. It was a highly sophisticated industrial project, a logistics marvel.
Their simple copper tools were augmented by abrasive quartz sand, allowing them to cut and shape even the hardest granite.
The foundation stones were meticulously leveled. A perfect flat base was non-negotiable for a structure this size.
The internal architecture, like the corbelled ceiling of the Grand Gallery, shows advanced knowledge of load distribution and stress.
Every step, every lift, every angle was calculated and executed perfectly. The core stones are often roughly hewn. The perfection was reserved for the skin and the foundational points. The relieving chambers above the king's chamber are a testament to their civil engineering genius.
Modern science, using muon tomography, is still discovering hidden voids and shafts, proving there are chambers we haven't found.
The discovery of the Grand Void, a massive, mysterious, empty space, proves the ancient Egyptians.
Were these shafts merely for the pharaoh's soul to ascend? Or were they?
The cornerstones are curved and set in sockets. This protected the structure from thermal expansion and earth tremors.
For some, the precision hints at a shared, lost global knowledge.
The king's chamber is stark, unadorned. Why is the great...
For every accepted answer, a dozen controversial theories are raised. Was there a previous civilization? Was it built much earlier than believed? The core truth is this: the builders of Giza mastered earth, water, and sky. We have only scratched the surface of the Giza Plateau's secrets. The pyramids stand as a constant reminder of our own ignorance.
The greatest question is not how they built it, but why we stopped believing that humans 4,500 years ago
The quest for the truth continues, driven by the desire to understand the ambition of Pharaoh Khufu.
But to truly understand the pyramids, we must look away from the kings and towards the people who made it possible. In our next video, we leave the monuments and descend into the workers' city, the lost homes of the men and women who toiled here.
We'll explore the food, the healthcare, and the societal contract that fueled the construction of the Giza pyramids.
Click the video on your screen now to join us as we uncover the true story of the builders, not the pharaohs. If you enjoyed this deep dive, please like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more episodes of Ancient Megastructures.
Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next chapter of the Pyramid Mystery.